That song charted, peaked at number 2 on the Canadian iTunes hip hop. But I have an unreleased record with.
Oh wait, yeah. Oh, now we're talking. Yo, you giving us one shot?
He gave me one shot for an hour episode. This is insane.
This is probably the most excited I've ever been for a drop, like, in my career. It's also a pipe dream. Like there's new artists being introduced to the market every single second. How do I set myself apart? Secret that not anybody would know unless you check the credits on this shit. Without giving a huge shout out to Vibeside Studios. Like, this project wouldn't have happened without AK and the help that he gave me, for real. Like I feel like in the studio is practice, and then performing is like the game. We ran into some sample trouble like on the back end. Yo, bro, shaking his head like I swear I probably shouldn't have said that.
Are you gonna take a day or two to celebrate?
Shit, I feel like Yak deserves. It deserves this.
Will Smith flow is crazy.
Dead ass. Somebody said that to me, bro. And AI has like fried graphic designs.
AI is only good. ChatGPT.
Dude.
Yeah. We don't take no L. Look, I just want that cash, I just want that bag. If that hurt your feelings, I ain't sorry, take this product bag. I ain't got no time, so if you ask, I might not hit you back. I just need some laughs, so watch me step it back like Michael Jackson. I ain't Arizona to the T, I don't go half and half. I don't want you, baby, I don't give a fuck about what we had. I'ma run it up, then I'ma spend it, I'ma get it back.
Thank y'all for tuning into the Real Shit Podcast. It don't get no realer than this. It's your boy Trilly. I'm here with my brothers as always. Really just my brother, because 2 people are missing. I don't know what they doing, what their lives is about. But G is in the building. How you feeling?
I'm not missing this week. Listen, they was talking shit that first time. Not this time. I'm here. I'm feeling good though.
Hey, you know you missed. You missed 2.
I missed 2.
Yeah, you listen.
But I'm out of all the times we've been started, we was almost 80 episodes. Out of all the podcasts, I only missed 3.
Nah, I could go back. That's beside the point. Yeah, I don't believe it, but
I only missed 3 or 4. Y'all boys got more than me.
It be like that, man. Life be happening, should be happening. But before all that, we got a guest in the building. I don't want to say like they don't need no introduction, but they don't need no introduction. Jaydense is in the building with us. How you feeling?
What's up? What's up? I appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah, we here, man.
Hell
we got a
yeah.
lot to talk about.
Yes, sir.
For sure.
Yes,
for
we
sure.
do.
Let's get these shout-outs out the way.
Oh, let's get these shout-outs out the way.
Let's start this shit.
Shout out.
For real, man. I'm happy. I'm ready.
Yeah, you know, they always doing it.
Shout out Vibeside Studios.
Damn, I said the wrong thing.
Shout out Vibeside Studios.
Shout out
man.
Vibeside Studios. God damn. You got me fucked up,
I didn't know where you was going with it. I'm like, shout out Vibeside Studios. Man.
Shout out the big ass Astro. You know she gonna catch
all your blunts and all your ashes.
And shout out Auntie. She ain't here.
Aunties is discontinued. We're done. No one's doing Aunties anymore.
I miss her, but oh wait, yeah. Oh, now we're talking. All right, now we're talking.
I didn't want to drink. Y'all know on a few episodes ago, I said I
didn't. Might have had to step out the building. This is my little friend from Pittsburgh.
I got a whole hour show to do. He gave me one shot.
Yo, you giving us one shot?
He gave me one shot for an hour episode. This is
an hour
insane.
episode. You got a
Damn.
24.
Like I thought I was gonna be able to sit through. You feel?
You got a. You got a 24. That's a $24 bottle. Damn, don't be stingy.
Why you got to say the price?
Because that's what they.
Why you put the price on it?
Because I know it. I buy it a lot.
Nigga is insane.
You still didn't give him a shot. You gave him not me.
Can you make it a double?
He really
a triple?
did give us a single shot.
I appreciate you. Thank
serious.
you, sir. All right, no. That's good.
Serious.
I appreciate you.
Oh, thank you.
We apologize. All right. Let's get right. But Jaydense,
Yes, sir.
we here. New music on the way.
Yes.
Super soon. How you feeling about that?
Yo, I'm really excited. This is probably the most excited I've ever been for a drop, like, in my career. And I think it's just because of the amount of work that we put into it. You know what I mean? It's been a long time developing it. I'm really excited about the producer and just how the whole entire thing came together. And it's also my biggest project overall. So
20 songs.
That's what I'm saying.
20 songs.
20 tracks.
Yep, it's heavy.
The hardest thing is putting 20 songs together.
Yeah, definitely. And you know what? I underestimated it. Like, I was even joking because I have another producer that I'm planning on working with after this for another project. And I was like, originally, like, I wanted to do like a similar size project. Now I'm like,
That was a lot of work.
Yeah, it was a lot.
A lot of time.
It was a lot.
Put in.
Yeah, it was definitely a lot. So I underestimated it, but like I feel accomplished, and I'm really happy with how it came out too. So it was a dub overall. I feel like so.
For sure. And we spoke a little bit prior to this about the producer, the person that you work with on this project. How did that come about?
Yep, Jay Bugs. Shout out Jay Bugs, man. He from Staten Island, and we really connected through social media. I was seeing a lot of what he's been doing. He has like a series on Instagram where he does like, he was like, so I was listening to this loop, right? And then I had this heinous idea, and he like chops it up, and like the whole, like every single video is like, I had this heinous idea, and then he goes into like his beat break, and every single beat that he was dropping on Instagram was just fire. And I just reached out to him, and I'm like, bro, here's some of my music, here's my catalog, here's my electronic press kit, and like, you know, like what do you think? You know what I mean? Would you want to work on something? And he ended up, you know, fucking with my catalog enough to send me a couple of beats. And you know, like we were kind of talking about before, it really started out as just like an EP. Like we were only going to do like a couple of songs, and as the songs like kept progressing and as he kept hearing them, like I just kept getting more beats, and we kept sending more drafts back and forth to each other, and then got to a point where it's like, it's not an EP no more, you know? Like we had an album now, brother, so now we got to figure this shit out from here. So and then it was all just kind of born from there. But I've had these beats for like probably 16 months now, like overall. Like it's been a long time that I've had this shit. So
That's almost close to a year, right?
That's like over a year.
Over a year.
Yeah, over a
And
year.
to be honest, like I work fast too. Like I'm a fast, like I write fast and everything too. But for some reason, like just with this project, like the way that it was curated, like it all came together super natural. Like all the ideas and everything, like the way that like the whole entire ideology behind the whole entire, like the theme behind the whole entire album, like everything came together like so naturally for it. And I just, that's kind of what I was going for on this one. I didn't want to force anything, and it all just kind of came together very naturally, which was cool too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Speaking of the idea of the album, because you know we got that Buffalo public school education over here.
Yo.
So like the name, like what's the meaning behind it?
Yeah, so cognitive distortions are essentially, they're like all or nothing thought patterns that you have, right? And that's what I try to lean into with the cover art a little bit, with like the blue and the red, is that there really are like blue and red thought patterns. And I talked about that a little bit in the intro too, right? Where it's like I've been trying to put it all into words. How some days I wake up and it's like I feel like shit, like time's getting ahead of me. Like I'm fucking 27 years old now. Like you know what I mean? I have a degree. I'm not really using it. I'm chasing this dream with all that I have, investing all my time, my money, everything into this shit. Like, am I making the right decision? You know what I mean? Like those are the thoughts that I wake up with some days. And then some days I wake up and it's like, yo, I'm fucking ill at this shit. Nobody else is realizing how ill at this shit that I am. You know what I mean? And it's like those constant distortions back and forth, and these like these mental patterns and everything. And I was trying to find a way to put that into words as like an artist, like how, like, you know what I mean? Like the whole entire intros, like I've been trying to define the sacred place in my mind where time don't exist and dreams ain't hard to find. Like kind of talking about like how this is all I want in life, really. Like this is my goal to be, like this is what I want to do for my career. And if like I have like that realization too, that it's also a pipe dream. Like it doesn't happen very often. Like I'm trying to achieve something that millions of people are trying to achieve all over the world every single day. Nice. Like there's new artists being introduced to the market every single second, bro. There's probably 10 new artists that just dropped their first song right the fuck now. Yeah, so it's like, with that being said, like how realistic is it? You know what I mean? Like how do I set myself apart? And this was just kind of like me talking about all those things from an artist perspective, me being just brutally honest with myself. That's what this album was, you know?
Damn.
And that's what cognitive distortions are too. They're just all or nothing thought patterns. The shit's either the skies are foggy and red or it's clear and blue. That's what cognitive distortions is, you know?
So you got, it's 6 features, right? Or is it 6 or 7? Features?
7 features.
7? That's close. How did you come about with the people that you wanted on the songs? Like every song has a different beat, has a different style. I definitely like the J-Rob one. Rob. What is it?
K-Rob.
K-Rob.
Yep.
That song's fire.
Thank you, bro.
Actually, that's probably my favorite song on there.
I really like that joint. That joint's hype. That's probably the hypest song on that joint too.
It's very smooth, and K-Rob came on that
Yo, he went crazy.
He definitely went crazy.
Do you know what's funny about that? Let me just give you a quick piece of info about that song. He, when I sent him that, it was a very early draft. I didn't even have the second verse on it yet. And I told him, I'm like, all right, bro, I'm going to have the hook come back in here at the end at a certain point. Bro sent it back to me, and he took the shit right to the end of the song. Like he said, fuck all that. Didn't listen to none of that, bro. Took it all the way through to the end. And he went so hard on this shit that I was like, yeah, we leaving it just the way that it was, bro. Because he went so crazy. The end of that verse is crazy. I know that whole verse word for word, bro. So like another piece of information, we had a swap as well. So he got something from me for one of his projects coming later on too. So, and I'm just excited to be working with bro. He's super talented. Been doing this shit for a lot of years, and we've known each other for a lot of years and supported each other's shit for a lot of years. And just finally on this project, we're finally able to lock one in and get a record out. So I'm super excited to be dropping music with him for the first time.
For sure.
But what was the question? Y'all had a question for me. I fucked it up.
No.
I got to talking about some other shit.
Like the people that you thought about to put on this project. I see you got Capital C.
Yes.
What is it?
Zach G.
He does the battle rapping and stuff, all that.
Yep. Yeah. So you was asking me about the features. I'm sorry, I got off topic. But so for the features on this album, I was actually really selective with everybody on this album. Like obviously you can probably hear from how I'm talking to y'all, like I was really passionate about this project. And the features actually came last on this one. Like I really did all the drafts and put all the bones together for this project. And there was really only 2 songs on the album that I really kind of like worked on the song hand in hand with, and it was the 2 songs where the feature was first on it. So it was the Mind Rate song where 12:15 starts out the record, and then it was also the song with Storm Young, Where My Heart Reside, where he starts out the record as well. So those 2, we were kind of like hand in hand and everything. Like I wrote the song like I got their verses back I explained to them what the album was about, the whole theme of the album. I let them do their thing, and then I like created the song around their verse. You know what I mean? So those were really cool, just like a different way to doing shit. I've never done songs like that. So it was like a different way to do it, and I liked it. They liked it, so like it all came together really well. But the features I did last on this album, so everything was really all like in motion. Like I had a good idea of what the album was gonna be before the features were even picked out, and I just kind of like went each song. It was like, yo, Zach G would sound really good on this Lay Low song. You know what I mean? Captivated C, like I kind of want Cap on some like more aggressive shit, more talking her shit on this album. So I want to put her on Closed Case. You know what I mean? Like it was all very coordinated. I had an idea for everybody. And then 12, like I said, with the one with 12:15, that one kind of came together with us working with each other. The one with Nick Moody, I actually sent him a couple of different drafts. He actually was one of the first features that I locked in. So I sent him a couple of different drafts. I sent him Myself Again. I sent him Closed Case. And then I also sent him Nonchalant, and he ended up picking Nonchalant out of the 3. I was surprised. Nonchalant, to be honest with you, I thought Nonchalant was going to be a cut until Nick Moody ended up being on it, and like I ended up falling in love with that song like all over again. And the mastering process brought a lot of these songs to life too. So, but the other features on there that I'm missing, Krob, obviously. Krob and I have had a deep history of just like being competitive just in our own discographies and being competitive with a little like rap battle, a friendly rap battle we had a few years back and everything. But like we have never dropped music together. So finally just getting on a track and seeing what our dynamic sounded like was super dope. Zach G, super awesome to work with, owner of Bridge Upstate. I'm sure you guys have seen some of their events that they've had, the hip hop social and everything. They do a bunch of stuff, and I'm sorry?
What about the engineer?
Yo, the engineer, crazy. He went crazy on this shit. Yeah, whoever he is, I forget his name, bro. Yeah, no, young AK, bro. He went crazy, bro. Engineer was crazy. Also had a great fucking so he's actually a little secret that not anybody would know unless you check the credits on this shit, but he's actually the background vocalist behind Biggest Fan as well. So he sings on the hook with me throughout the whole Biggest Fan. He's got the verse on Myself Again, which Myself Again is one of like my favorite records on the album, to be completely honest with you. Like that song just has like a deep meaning for me personally, just like with the message that's behind it, and then also like his verse on it like means a lot to me too, because like I've been working with this motherfucker for like real closely over the last couple like year and a half, and I've seen him go through a lot of shit, and I know that he meant every single word on that verse too, which is is what I wanted, bro. I wanted this album to be true to not only me, but to everybody else that was featured on it too. You know, I didn't want no bullshit on this album. So that's why the features I feel like came out so well, is because like it was all very selective. It was all very coordinated.
Do you feel like when it comes to features, do you feel like you get a better sound from the people if you guys like are in the studio together, other than when they're sending you, the verses back?
So I feel yes. Like, yes is the simple answer to that question, but at the same time, like, I'm a fucking weirdo, bro. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm an introvert, like, naturally, like, and I just be, like, in my own, like, I just joked about this because we were in Houston recently, and I realized that, like, everybody else in the studio, they all having a great time. They all fucking vibing out and, like, kind of, like, tapping in freestyle type shit, like, on the record and everything, and I'm like a recluse in the corner, fucking writing this shit, like all like by myself, listening to the beat through my phone, because that's just how I operate, bro. Like that's how I've always written. I've always written by myself in isolation. So like when I'm around like other people, it's hard for me to like get into my bag because I'm so like, you know what I mean? I'm so used to just doing this shit by myself, like lighting a candle and an incense on some hippie shit and just sitting in my room with the windows open and fucking, you know what I mean? Like just writing, like.
Do you end up having that problem where like you like start sounding like them actually? Like you be rapping and then like you hear yourself like kind of mocking how they rap too?
A little bit sometimes, like when I'm like rapping the song like back, like when
if you say like he goes in the booth, like he asked, like you said, like y'all both working together wise, he in the booth and then you hear how his part went and then you end up sounding like him as he was just in the booth.
I feel like sometimes, but I'm also just like such a stickler for being original to like yourself and your sound too. So like I feel like I just to not be a hypocrite to myself would just naturally not do that. But I feel like I do. Like when I sing back the verses, like all that, like now that the song's done and everything, like I'll sing the Krob verse just like Krob. Like I'll be having like my own accent and shit. Like when I'm singing the shit back, you know what I mean? Like, Step Monkey was on Bennett Road. Like I'm fucking in there singing this shit. So like I fuck with that, bro. Like that he is a character, bro, in the story of Cognitive Distortions. That's why I did that whole, I don't know if you guys saw on like Instagram, but I did the whole artwork series of J Buggs is having Cognitive Distortions, Krob is having Cognitive Distortions, and put like all the artworks up of everything, because like I want them to be excited about it too. And for the most part, it seems like everybody is too. Like Nick Moody, 1215, like I've all been talking to all these guys on like a daily basis type shit. And they all just like seem super excited for this album to come out. So I'm amped for it. I'm just excited to share it. Like I said, I've been working on it for so damn long. It's so like, I'm just excited to see it come alive, bro, come to fruition.
I feel like I'd be so like excited about the music myself is because like when artists tell me like, oh, yeah, like not too many people, like only a few select people was able to hear this. And I'm like, well, I was one of those select people because we hear. So I'm like, and I done played it through twice already. And we were like, talk about songs like, oh, what's your favorite song? Or like, what you like about this? How, when you're curating the track list, because like before, like prior to the interview, we were talking, I'm like, yo, the outro, I'm like, bro, if you could make that outro, the intro, I'm telling you, like, I know, you know what I'm saying? How do you curate it to put it in order, like how these songs go? Because I always wonder, like, does it matter how it's tracked or?
So it did for me, and I'll give you guys a couple of tidbits that like really nobody would know besides us. But the intro, the reason why Cognitive Distortions wasn't the intro is because I wanted to kind of explain what you guys asked initially, like what the hell is a cognitive distortion? What the fuck does that mean? You know what I mean? And that's what I tried to do with the intro, is try to explain it like a place. You know what I mean? Like it's a place in my mind that I go to like, oh, I don't even want to worry about this shit, so I'm the greatest. Like that's it. You know what I mean? Like on some stubborn shit. Like, you know what I mean? Or it's like I wake up and everything's like terrible, and I wanted to bring you to that place. Like this place wasn't always a paradise. You know what I mean? I had to control it, or otherwise it will turn to a parasite. Like it's like I'm explaining to you what this is in my head, and that's what I wanted the intro to do. Now, Cognitive Distortions, the outro, I swear to God, is just Cognitive Distortions. It is me having Cognitive Distortions. I'm losing my goddamn mind on that
Literally,
track.
that shit's
you know what
so
I mean?
crazy.
So like I felt like that was a good way to cap it off of me like actually having Cognitive Distortions, and then the intro was me kind of explaining what they were to me, you know? And that's the reason why those were placed the way that they were. Because Cognitive Distortions was made very early in the album. It very well could have been the intro. Not only is it the title song, but it's also like one of the very earliest tracks. Like AK could tell you, like we that was one of the first ones we made. So, and it was the one that Bugs like liked the most, like off the bat. It really like birthed the rest of the album, to be honest with you, which is, you know, hence the name. But as far as how it was organized, I really wanted it to be like, I had some tracks on there that were obviously a little bit egotistical, talking about, like, you know what I mean, not feeling like I get what I deserve in this game and everything. And I wanted all of those, like, egotistical, higher energy, me kind of talking my shit tracks to be on the front half of the album, especially after Showstopper, me coming off like a, you know, like R&B album and everything. Like, kind of, I wanted it to be a little bit more high energy off the bat, and for people to kind of understand what I was going with, like that it's truly back to hip hop on this album and everything. And then the second half, I feel like kind of falls into like a more introspective. And when I say halves too, Cognitive is 9 letters. So the first disc, essentially, it's not going to be organized like this on platforms, but essentially the first disc is 1 through 9. So the first disc ends with Closed Case. And then the second disc is Thinking Too Much down to Cognitive Distortions. And all of those songs on the second disc are more like introspective, more like being honest with myself. We Ain't Kids No More, Myself Again, Soul Food. It's kind of like me getting back to home and kind of coming back, like, you know what I mean, and being more honest to myself about what this is so that I could move forward in the right direction, you know what I mean? So that's what the whole second half is about. And then Cognitive Distortions is kind of like the only exception where I'm just kind of talking my shit again at the end of the album. But first half was just more upbeat. Second half was more like, honestly the meaning behind the album. It was the substance of the album. Like, if I had to truly show you, okay, this is what I mean by Cognitive Distortions, I would go pick a song off the second half of the album. You know what I mean? Mind Right, Drained, Myself Again, We Ain't Kids No More. Like, those songs I can go and tell you that are like, that describes the theme of what I'm trying to go with on the project, you know? The first half is just kind of, you know, we're having fun, you know?
What was the struggles you have accomplished from, like, doing this whole project?
Oh, shit.
I know
That's a good question.
You got real mental.
That's a good question.
What? That's how many years? Like 17 months, you said?
16.
16?
Yeah. So really, it was a lot. It was just a lot of work, and honestly, I can't even say this whole entire segment without giving a huge shout out to Vibeside Studios, because Vibeside Studios and AK specifically has just helped me out like immensely throughout this whole entire, like, this project wouldn't have happened without AK and the help that he gave me, for real. Like, not only did he engineer the whole entire project, like you guys mentioned, and was a feature artist on the album, but like with those two things, he shaped the whole entire sound, but he's also directing all of the content. So it's like he's putting all of the visuals, and then also holds like the whole entire sonic identity of the album. So AK, like, really behind the scenes is the puppet master. He really did like a lot of the work on this album. And you know, obviously I take my own credit as far as like the writing and everything, but for really in most regard, he did most of the work when it comes to this project. He really did. So like, you know, with that being said, like, you know, oh my God, I just lost the question again. See, it's this drink, bro. I should have only had a single. God damn it, Ryan, where you at? Damn it, bro. I keep forgetting G's questions because you,
The
man.
shots.
Yeah,
No, but that's how it's supposed to go. Because I always say this, like, yeah, we be asking questions, and sometimes it be like, we'll answer it a little bit, or the whoever we
I'm
have
just a
answered.
talker too, bro. Like, I be talking like my
that's
ass
good.
off,
That
so I
works.
forget the question.
Nah.
You know?
That shit works too. Because I ain't gonna lie, I forgot the question myself.
It was the struggles that
Oh,
you
the
went through
struggles,
from,
yeah.
getting to where the album is right now.
So we had a lot of struggles on the intro specifically. So the intro, I might even get in trouble for saying this, but I really don't give a fuck because it's really part of the story. But like, there is an artist that's on the West Coast. He's signed to La Russell. He works with La Russell personally. I don't know if he's signed to him specifically, but he works with him hand in hand. His name is Malachi. On the Instagram, his name is like the Book of Malachi. West Coast rappers with La Russell all the time. And I guess Bugs and him like had plans to work with each other, and Bugs had sent him a couple of beats, and then he had also sent me a couple of beats, and some of those beats were intertwined. So I did the intro to the album on one of the beats that he had also sent to Malachi, and Malachi chose one of those beats and rapped on it, and like told Bugs like, oh, yo, we dropping like next week type shit. So Malachi and Bugs dropped, and then Bugs came back to me like after this song was like already in distribution type shit, and was like, bro, like we gotta, you know, we can't use this beat. So and so then I went back and we had to like rework it. He sent me a new pack. I got a new beat. The beat was fire, but then we ran into some sample trouble like on the back end, so we had to rework the whole front half of that beat as well. Shaking, yo, bro, shaking his head like I swear I probably shouldn't have said that. But it's all truth, bro. That's all part of the story. That really was, and we had to rework the intro so many times, and it just like it was a nightmare. But we eventually, I think it was honestly for the better in the end, like everything that happened, because I think that the last intro that we did was the best intro out of the three that we had and eventually had to do. So
I be one to. My bad. I be wanting to know that too. So like when it comes to samples, because I know a lot of the songs I would like when it came to J-Bug, it's a lot of soulful type beats, which it sounds like there's like sample sounds in the background. How do they work through that to get these clear for you to be able to put these on the album? Because it's a lot of them, and I like soulful tracks, so I always be thinking like, damn, who are they reaching out to? How do you connect that for these things to work out?
So I think that he gets them like all cleared through like a site. I don't know I think it was like TrackLib or something. I don't forget what the name of it was, but he uses some site to get like an agreement, and then we input it all through like the rights organization, through like ASCAP, BMI, or whoever you go through, you know? So we've been inputting and doing like all the work IDs to make sure that the samples are clear. That's the first time I've had to do any of that shit for any of this stuff. Like the Rising was the first time I had to do that for the lead single and everything, and that was like a crazy process that I've never had to go through. So inputting like the sample writer and figuring out all that stuff, and then his like IPI or whatever the hell it's called to input it into the copyright organization. So you know what, this album has also been a lot of learning experience, because it's honestly like pound for pound been like my most professional altogether out. Like I've never done any of this shit. Like I probably should have done it for all of my previous albums to like really like make sure everything was solidified, but didn't for like a lot of my early projects, but like do any of this stuff. And like now it's like really, you know, it's invaluable information like going forward. You know, it's like stuff that you really have to know. So
no, for sure.
So like I know you expressed what you want everybody to like get from this album. Like, what exactly do you want to like extremely gain from this? I know you want to gain the fame, you want everybody to know who you are, but like the energy from it, like you want everybody to like, how can I put this?
I know exactly what you like. What did you like want to display from this album? Like, what did you want people to take from it, right? And my answer to that question, if that's what you're asking, is that like, especially for upcoming artists, like I wanted you to kind of like. There's like I kind of said, there's a million people that are out here chasing this dream right now that don't believe that they're ever gonna make it, but are trying like really fucking hard. And like the thing is that honestly, at the end of the day, as long as you're fucking happy with what you're doing, that's what means the most. But you know, also like you got to control those parts of your brain, because that's going to happen. You're going to go on social media and see a million other people that are doing better than you and that are farther than you and that are doing something that you wish you could do. And it's like you really got to control those parts of your brain and make sure that it's a majority blue to red, you know, and like keep all those like really like fucking negative thoughts away. Because at least for me, like I have them. I'm a depressive, like I swear, like I have those thoughts. I'll wake up sometimes and just be like, what the fuck am I doing this shit for? Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm still in the same fucking place. That's how I feel sometimes. And then I look back and I'm like, no, you're not, bro. Like you look at all the shit that you've done that you wish that you would have been able to do in the past, that you like, you know what I mean? Like the younger me would have never in a million years thought that I would have been on the radio or fucking performed on Channel 4 or fucking, you know what I mean, had international radio play or fucking had the amount of streams that I've had to this day. Like I never ever would have thought that any of those things would have happened. So I got to check myself sometimes and be like, nah, you are on your path. This is just the trajectory we're at. Unfortunately, you were born where you were born and there's not a lot of outlets where you're at. So you need to find your lane. And when you find your lane, you'll fucking get to where you need to go. So that's the hope that I've been keeping.
How long you been rapping for?
Shit, my first mixtape was in 2020 and my first album was in 21. So
well, let me say this, you're doing good, man. Like honestly,
thank you, bro.
There's nothing nobody can really say. It doesn't, like you said, it doesn't matter what anybody say out there. This right here, you put your hard work into this. The last album, you put your hard work into that. You show up to shows, you do features, you give out songs.
Features.
I got a little English problem. Don't worry about me. I got a little list with some of my words, all right? Don't worry about me, all right? Worry about the wrong one.
No, what I do like about you saying that, because it takes me to a track, the track I Need Love, or Need Love.
Need Your Love.
Need Your Love. So on the track Need Your Love, you kind of speak on, do you get a lot of people where you feel like they're coming around when it's beneficial, or when they see a change in from the start, from like 2020 to where you are now, and you've been known these people, and the support hasn't been there, and now it's like, okay, they try to hit you up because they see something now, when it's like, I've been doing this, and you've been seeing me do it, and you kind of just like watched it all happen.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's just been happening throughout like my music career, just like in general. Like since I started, like there's just been a lot of like, not even, obviously I'm not gonna get myself in trouble and say any names specifically, but there's just been like people from like my past that like I've known before, like I was really like rapping or doing anything like that, or had the type of, whatever motion I do have in the game right now. And it's just like, I feel like they like almost look at it like it's still like just like a hobby or a phase or something. And I feel like that's just always happened throughout like my career, like with people. And, granted, working with people sometimes like from other artists, like I've seen that too, you know what I mean? Like people that used to support me in the beginning don't necessarily support me anymore, or have randomly unfollowed me or something like that, that we used to be close, and it's like, the fuck I do, you know what I mean? Like, and I don't know, it's been like weird shit, but I feel like that is just all part of like what comes with it. I'm really weird, like, I don't know, I'm kind of like an empath in some ways, where I'll see like that shit happen, I'll be like, oh, what the fuck did I do? And like almost like want to make amends on some shit that I didn't even do, you know what I mean? So it's like I just had to like learn over time that like people are gonna feel how they gonna feel no matter what. Like, like if I didn't do anything wrong. I sleep good at night. I know that my heart's in the right place. So it's like I didn't do anything. I'm just supporting my shit. I'm chasing my dream. If that's a problem for people, then then you was never supposed to be part of the journey anyways. You know what I mean? So
that's real shit.
That was real shit.
That's real shit, for real.
It takes me to another track, because we talk about not a kid anymore, and it's like, that's the one I like the most, because I feel like it resonates the most with me. I'm like a kid at heart, and I do a lot of like kid shit, even though like I'm grown. Like, I got real shit that I gotta worry about.
Nah, like silly shit make me laugh, bro.
Yeah,
it'd be like the goofy, stupid shit that make me laugh, bro.
For
I'd be
real.
like, yeah.
But the biggest thing is how, like, what I took from it is like realizing like your dream, like how we doing the podcast. Like this is a dream. This is something that we want to do. We put our hard work into it. But we was like, we know, same thing like you're saying, like music or this podcast, these aren't paying the bills. This isn't funding my lifestyle all the way.
Right.
So I have to do something else. But it's like, I don't really want to do nothing else because it's this dream. But it's like, if I have to do the other thing because the dream
that's the balance. I've said it all the time, bro. I've gone spurts like without a job, like on multiple occasions. Like I was a service advisor for cars for like a while, like working at dealerships, and like I was making decent money doing that shit. And like it just like, I couldn't do it. Like it literally drained the fuck out of me mentally, because it's like, bro, I have like such such a passion for this stuff. Like I really do. Like
definitely hear what you're talking.
It's like I wake up every single morning thinking about what can I do today to get further in my career? What could I do today to, you know what I mean, make people excited for what I got coming next? What could I do today to make somebody listen to Jaydense today and actually fuck with the music? And like, maybe people are biased and just say it's my face, but I feel like the majority of people that I meet and that I show the shit to, they're like, wow, dude, like, holy fuck, like, how do people not know about you? Or, you know what I mean? That's the vibe that I get, you know what I mean, from people. They're like, why, why are you where you are right now? And that's just the vibe that I get from people. And I feel like for that reason, I just need to be further. Like, I need to take this shit to the next level. The whole entire idea with We Ain't Kids No More was like, I feel like I'm at an age where I need to really do one thing or the other thing. Like I need to either take this shit 100% seriously and go all in towards it, and like stop bullshit and like waiting months on releases and doing, you know what I mean? Like I need to go all in and put my all into this art right the fuck now. All my time, all my energy, all everything, right? And if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work, because this is the age that I'm at. It's not like I'm fucking like I'm a young kid anymore that's just making music in his basement anymore. It's not like that anymore. Like now now you're 27 years old. You're at an age where like you're not supposed to be living in your mom's house no more. You're not supposed to be doing like you are a grown ass man, bro. So like you have to start doing grown ass man things like getting a fucking grown ass man job and getting a grown ass man house and getting a grown ass man woman. And it's just like that's the type of timing I'm on, right? So it's like I need right now is like the golden time for me to figure out where the fuck I'm going next. Am I settling down? Am I starting my career that's outside of music, or am I launching this shit with everything that I have? And this is my launching it with everything that I have. And it's not to say that if this doesn't work out well that I'm gonna stop, because I'm not going to. I have a lot of plans for releases after this album, and I'm going to obviously continue doing music, but like this is a big period for me. Like from now for the next couple of years, I'd say like this is like a crunch time for me, and you guys are gonna see it from me from an artistic standpoint. Like once Cognitive Distortions drops, I'm not done. Like I'm going crazy. Like this is just the start. Like Yak knows. Like I got a bunch of shit. Like this is really just the tip of the iceberg. Like I'm using this album to go on a run, bro.
So somebody told us before we had like a big accomplishment and we didn't really celebrate for it. Is this, once you drop this album, are you going to take a day or two to celebrate? Like, man, I just did it. Like, it just took a lot of stress out of you and everything.
Shit, I feel like Yak deserves to celebrate the most out of anybody, to be honest, because shit, not only the work that he's been doing, but how much I've been stressing his ass out just about deadlines and about everything else with everything that he does. And you know what I mean? Me being his like homie, trying not to overstep any boundaries of like, hey, yo, we need to get this shit done right the fuck now. You know what I mean? So like, I feel like he deserves a break, if anything. I know he's going on vacation soon, so I hope he gets the fucking rest he deserves out there. But hell yeah, bro. I'm going to celebrate in more of like a party way, I feel like, for this, just because I'm just fucking excited for it to be out and just for it to be like in the world and shared at this point. Like I just like at this point I'm just tired of being quiet about it. I want to put these songs out so fucking bad. Like I want people to hear Need Your Love so bad, bro. Like I want this shit to drop. I'm really excited. I think it's gonna do well. Just from the success that Rising has had already, I know that I feel like there are better songs. Like me personally, I feel like that there are better songs than Rising on that album. So I feel like the album is just gonna do well overall, and I'm excited for that.
I know the question is like asking like, who's your favorite kid, but like, what's your favorite song on the project?
I feel like it's period. Like it changes. Like it changes a lot. Like sometimes, yeah, and just based off the time that I've had with each record, you know, like. When I made Rising, it was like the best song in the world to me. Like I felt like when I first made Rising, it was like my favorite song that I've ever made for myself. And then now, like I feel like I've heard it so many times that it's like out of all the songs on the album, if I go back and listen to the album, I'll almost skip past that one, you know. And I shouldn't, because it's a great fucking record, and it really and it has done so much for me already in my career. Just in the that's the high. That song charted, peaked at number 2 on the Canadian iTunes hip hop top 200, and that I've never had a record even chart in Canada before, so let alone enter the top 200 and then go to the top 100 and then go to that top 50 to the top 10 to the top 2 is fucking crazy. Yeah, like just insane. That's nuts, and then stay on the chart for 6 days. So that whole entire thing was absolutely crazy. I've never had anything like that happen. So like that's an accolade I've never had in my career. It's already a new you know, something to add to my belt, something to put on my EPK that the album hasn't even dropped yet. It's a lead single. So, you know, just with that being said, like I just feel like the rest of the album is gonna do really, really well. I'm excited for all of this shit to come out. I'm sorry, I lost the question again. Shit, third time. That's three strikes. Am I out? Do I gotta walk off the podcast?
We gotta let him go.
Yo, shit, dude. I need a sub.
What you doing?
No, it was about was it about the celebration? It's been so much. Like the thing that I like, I don't want to cut you off. I feel
like we're getting good information.
Yo,
out there,
for real, the biggest thing though is the passion behind how you talk about the album, what everything that y'all went through, working with the engineer, for you linking up, talking to Bugs like, yo, I'm trying to work, and he like, yeah, fuck it, I heard this, I like it, let's do it. Yeah, you doing this for so long, we talking a year and some change in to finally get this to where it is.
And it was honestly like a fear with Bugs too, because Bugs doing big shit. Like he really is. Like he's working with artists that are far bigger than me right now. Like admittedly, you know, like they're doing way bigger things in their careers. So it's like it got to a point of me having these beats for now it's over a year that it's like, is his attention like level still there with me? You know what I mean? So it was kind of like a little bit of a game of me like every now and again just to kind of testing the waters, like, hey yo, just so you know, I'm still working, we're still doing this, you know what I mean? Like I got this plan, you know, and he's been great throughout the whole entire thing. Like honestly, he seems super excited. Like he's always accepting the invitations on all the content that I've been posting, which is a fucking lot. So I could imagine that that's just like an annoyance at some point, but
the Instagram collaborations.
Yeah, bro, you gotta be in people's face.
Yo, bro, I swear, man, you get them collaborations, like, god damn.
Yeah, you gotta be in people's face though. That's honestly what it is, and that's what I've been learning, and that's what AK's been helping me with and shit too. Because I'm not a content person. I really am not. Like I do not like being in front of a camera. So like throughout this album, like actually trying to put a visual identity to the album and characterize myself has been very interesting, but it's also been like somewhat like challenging to me and like another like aspect of the game that I gotta kind of unlock and that I have been unlocking, you know.
Oh, favorite song on the album. Yo, everybody looks at the reading board. Oh, that was the question. Like, what's the favorite song?
Yeah, my favorite song on the album. So shit.
How the fuck did we get all the way?
That's me, bro. I'll talk a circle, bro.
When he asked, what was the question we just
Bro, I'm so locked. Yo, he's so passionate about it. Like that's the thing that I love the most, because this is somebody that I could clearly see is just like, yo, I really want to do this shit. I really care about the shit that I'm doing.
Bro.
And I do want to backtrack real quick because I know we keep going all over the place. It's just back to the part where it was just like, we're not kids anymore. And it's like, is that scary to know that it's like, I got to either go all in with this shit and then it's like, this could be this, or there's a possibility that it won't be that.
It's scary, but it's not as scary as it is like, I wouldn't even say inspiring, but more like motivational. Like it's to a point for me right now where I feel like it's like the sweet spot where it's like, bro, like if you love it this much and this is what you're passionate about, which it is, and I do, right? Then you need to be all in on this shit. And for me, that's easy as fuck because I love it so much. Like I'm okay with being all in. I'll lock in a studio for X amount of hours. If this motherfucker's got a weekend that he wants to lock in the whole studio for the whole weekend, I'm down with it, bro. Like I love being in the studio making music. I can make an album in a weekend if I wanted to, but I like also letting my shit come natural, you know?
For sure.
But that like, I feel like, yes, it's terrifying. It's terrifying not knowing that I have all of this time ahead of me anymore. Now it's like, it's kind of getting to a little bit of a crunch time part for me. And as much as it's scary, it's also like, I feel like I'm ready for it, bro. Like, I feel like I've been working this whole entire time for this. Like, I feel like my pen's ready for it. I feel like I'm sonically ready for it. Like, I feel like it's just kind of stepping up to the plate, really.
Is there somebody that you want on this album that you couldn't get or that you wish you had gotten on? It could be anybody.
So I can't say too much about them, but I have a lot of dope, like really dope, like some industry name unreleased features. Like not on the album, but just in general. I've definitely done some shit and gotten some like features that I never thought that I would ever have before that I still like don't even believe until the song actually drops, which I don't know when it will, but like I've got some crazy shit coming out. But if I had to choose anybody, is it like local or just like in general, like in the game?
In general, you could be local, just people that you could see being on this album also.
Shit, to be completely honest with you, I feel like I could see, especially just because he just dropped an album recently too. Like I feel like Isaiah Rashad like would be fit like perfectly for an album like this, especially with the way that he writes like very like introspectively and everything. Like I feel like on some of these beats he would have a very different flow than I would take on the beat too, which would create a very interesting dynamic. So I feel like he would be a really dope feature for it. And I've just been listening to that album recently, so he was somebody that came to mind. But yeah, if I was going famous, I would say like Isaiah Rashad. If I was going local, Shit, I like everybody from the city that I picked for this album, really. Like, I think that, Storm Young is very poetic, which I really wanted somebody that really writes very intricately to be on the album, you know what I mean? Like, he talks very, like, from the heart and, like, very, like, poetic rhyme schemes. AK has, like, a very fucking, like, rock tone in his voice, which I feel like in these hip-hop songs is super dope. Like, I love the way that dynamic came together. I, like, told him he had to do the hook for Biggest Fan. Like, he had to sing that shit with me because I needed his voice, like, with mine on that hook. I had the vision of it. Like, it was like, the way that we described it was like a Boz J. Cole thing. Whereas, like, the voices just needed to be together on the hook. Like, it just, like, was some Hunger on Hillside type shit where it just needed, the voices needed to be there. So, and it came out actually better than the way that we even thought it was going to. So, and then with Cap C, obviously female rapper, crazy. Like, those, I don't even have to go no further. Like, she lyrical as hell. Like, her and I both have a very big influence from J. Cole. Like, we both really like J. Cole's just lyricism and the way that he writes. So, you know, we both kind of, like, although we don't take, like, any, like, I don't feel like we don't ever try to bite off Cole at all. Like, I don't feel like either of us necessarily sound like J. Cole, but, like, she, you know, her and I both have similar writing tendencies and everything, just from working together. I've been in the studio with her for, you know, like, a lot, so we know what it is like working with each other, and we just kind of have, like, a very good chemistry on the track, so she was a no-brainer for the record. Krob, I just respect his aggressiveness on the track and his competitiveness. Like, I felt like he was competing with me on that record. I know he was.
Yo, I swear.
I know he was.
I was thinking that too. Same thing with the Cap C joint. I'm like, I gotta listen back. I'm like, yo, I gotta tap Jaydense. Like, I don't know, man. She might have ran one on you real quick, yo.
I love that,
bro.
shit,
That's
bro.
bringing rap back to what it's supposed to be, bro.
And that's how it should be. Yeah. Honestly, if you wasn't doing that on my album, then you probably wouldn't have made it on the album, bro. Sure. Like, to be honest with you, like, if you wasn't competing with me and trying to have a better verse than me on my album, then what was you even trying to be on my album for? Like, honestly, that's what we're doing. That's what I feel like I do whenever I hop on anybody else's track. Beware, like, you know, like, what the fuck, like,
let them know for real.
Like, I'm hopping on. I'm hopping on a record. Not only am I trying to add to whatever that record is, whatever the message on that record is, but I'm also trying to just compete from an artistry level. Wow, I really like the song that you made. What can I add to it from my end that would make it even more dope? It's always like a little bit of a one-up competitive thing, and I love that Krob and Cap took that approach.
Out of the 20 songs, which one you feel will make the radio?
Shit. So Rising really doesn't have, like, any swear words in it. Rising only has that one swear word at the end, and we already have a clean version made for Rising, and it's already had the success that it's had. And actually, Rising has had international radio play in Australia and France already. So it's already on the radio. So Rising, I feel like, is definitely gonna be, like, one that continues to get played. And then I think Mind Right has got like a radio type of vibe. Mind Right is with 1215, who we didn't talk about much. He's Mark Battle's brother, like, part of the Vasi family, and he's actually under a wing of Quality Control. So he's like, I had to go through an approval process to get him on the album. It was actually crazy. I actually had to have him send a direct message to DistroKid in order to have him on the album.
Right. That's tough,
shit was crazy, and, like, he could vouch. Like, it was the craziest. DistroKid sent me and we're like, oh, yo, you gotta have this dude message us before he could drop. And I was like, what? Like, that was crazy. So that was a whole new thing too that I've never had to go through, because he's, you know, under a wing and Quality Control. So super dope having him on the project. I could probably say this at this point, so I guess I'll announce it, but I have an unreleased record with Mark Battles. Mark Battles and you know, 1215 are obviously under the same camp and everything. So with me and Mark working together, having, you know, the tour that we were on, or that we did last year and everything, like, this was like kind of like me getting integrated with, like, the family a little bit with those guys, and working with 1215, who like honestly he's crazy, bro. I just been listening to a lot of his shit lately. He's just got a different vibe, bro. He's like he's got a southern rap style. He's from Jackson, Mississippi, so it's like really different. His like style that he has.
It was like
for
calm
rap.
and cool too.
Yeah, it's like it's like one of those like almost like a Kendrick type of thing where it's like almost an acquired taste sometimes, but bro's just got it. If you listening to what he's saying, bro, he talking his shit. The flows are crazy, but yeah, it's just crazy. His voice is really dope, bro, really unique. So I fuck with 1215, and I'm glad I got him on the album as well. Nick Moody, crazy lyricist from Brooklyn. He been on Shade 4-5, On the Radar, all that shit. So yeah, bro, I all the features went crazy on the album.
And then I got another. I want to say it's like super deep, but do you feel like because of what you do, and it puts you in like places and different spaces where the average person probably won't be in those spaces just because of what you do? Do you feel like you're the ticket out for the ones that are around you?
I hope that I am, but I don't.
That's a lot of pressure. Like
I hope that I am for like I hope that they think that I am, like, you know, and I hope that they, like, deep down in my heart, like, I feel like I have the ability to be that, you know what I mean? Like I feel talented enough to be that, but you know, am I confident that the world will see that? Not really. Like I go and I send my music out in lives a lot, you know what I mean, and try to get music reviews and shit, and try to see just from different hip-hop fans, because there are different hip-hop fans, just to see like which people are fucking with which songs, you know. And I will say for the most part it's all positive shit. I send my music in and people are really vibing with my stuff, and I get a lot of good feedback, and most of the time it's always like constructive, but it's always like overall positive feedback that I'm getting, right? But with that, I've also been on some other lives, right, where I send my shit in and they're like, what the fuck? This is 30 years too fucking late, and Will Smith flow, and dude, this is so fucking outdated. Like, and I read those comments and it's like, do I believe it? Fucking no, because I fuck with my shit and I like my shit.
Hold on, I'm sorry. Will Smith flow is crazy.
Dead ass. Somebody said that to me, bro.
Listen, Real Shit Podcast, I keep it real all the time. Will Smith, we wouldn't even put that. I'm one of them people, they'll say, oh, Will Smith, he did it, da-da-da, this and all of that. I wouldn't even let y'all disrespect him like that. There's nowhere near. Will Smith, Jaydense is two different levels. And we talk about Jaydense on a higher level. This is just me.
Thank you, bro.
Speaking the truth. I wouldn't lie. I don't have, listen, if it was ass, I would tell you. Nah, that shit's trash. But
I hope you would, bro.
A motherfucker saying Will Smith, that's kind of just pissed me off.
Yeah,
Because I've been listening to the music myself. You get what I'm saying? So that's like, that's disrespectful.
Real comment. That shit stuck with me enough to bring it up in this podcast.
It's funny though. I ain't gonna lie. It definitely did. That definitely did. That's funny. Yo, the people in the comments, this is one thing I realized. We done seen what content, like,
they done got us.
Posting the pod, like, yo, bro, they done talked about what we wearing on the pod. Like,
They don't talk about the football player, talking about he don't know nothing about football or basketball, keep him at football, all that type of shit.
Bunch of assholes,
man.
bro.
I don't know what he knows.
The internet warriors is crazy, man. I swear, bro.
They win every time, though. They win every time.
Nah, hell nah. They ain't win. All right, let them win.
Time, bro.
They got mad. I said something about Lauryn Hill, which
how could you do something like that?
Listen, no. Listen. That's what I was gonna say. This was a long time ago. I don't really want to bring it all the way back up, but I kind of just said something about Lauryn Hill about just like when it comes to shows. I feel like as someone who is an entertainer, and people are paying their money to see you as an entertainer, like as an artist, the only way you could become something is the people. That's just the truth. Like, you could put out 1,000 songs. If nobody want to listen to your 1,000 songs, the only person who hears it is you.
Right.
Like, okay, that's cool for you. Like, if that music helps you, that's fine. But if you're putting out this music and then you're putting on shows and people are paying to come to these shows and then you don't show up, I just feel like that's some asshole shit.
That is crazy.
So that's kind of what happened. This was like, I don't know, like last year. This is probably 2023 when I said that, 2024 or whatever.
For
probably
me,
the first year. Probably the
It was like,
second year.
it was like 2023 or whatever. I said,
me
but they
personally,
fried me.
bro.
They were like, who the fuck is this nigga? I'm like,
for me personally, I feel like performing is like my favorite part about making music. Performing is like, bro, like you make the product. I feel like performing is like I feel like in the studio is practice, and then performing is like the game. Like I that's how I like genuinely feel. Like I feel like going up on stage and perform, at least for me too, because I don't like really use like backing tracks in a lot of my shit too. So it's like I'd actually have to be on my A game, or everybody's gonna know that I fucked up. So, but like I feel like performing is my favorite part. Like I love performing for people. I love like talking to people. I love switching the flows up of my song like live on stage, because I rap my songs different every single time I rap my songs. I don't know what it is. I love switching the flows up. Like I'll sing like fucking Welcome All and then change the tone of fucking certain lines and everything, and you know, change shit up. And so that's why I love performing too, and that's why I feel like my performances like people like my performances too, is because like it sounds like good, like comparable to the record, but it also is like refreshing enough to where it's like not the same as the record. You know what I mean? And that, like, I love doing that. I love performing and trying to like fucking switch shit up. So I feel like you have to perform. That's like literally that's selling your product, you know?
And I think I've seen you perform at least 3 times or so. Do you feel like a point, I've seen a few artists do this. Do you feel like there's going to be a moment where like that crowd is just going to be, the building is going to be so packed and you're going to see the response from the crowd? You think you'll get emotional? Where it's like, nah, these people, and they're like rapping it word.
Yeah, nah, I can't even cap. Like I wouldn't. Yeah, 100%. 100%. I think it's more so gonna be when I have a record that like I don't even have to sing the lyrics. Like everybody else is just singing the lyrics back to me, and I could like just sit there and then just let the crowd sing the shit. Like that's gonna be the moment where I get emotional. I've seen that moment for other artists. I see. And I get emotional for them type shit. It's like, bro,
I thought it was just me.
I'm like, nah, no, dead ass, because it's like it's a result of all the work that you put in, bro. It's a result of like finally seeing that dream come true, because you're seeing the impact that you have on other people. Like all of those people like know your lyrics that you wrote in your room that you didn't think that anybody in the world was gonna hear, and like that shit is so like that shit's so powerful. That's what music is about, bro. Like that shit is so powerful.
It's definitely a warm feeling shit. Even when we did the community day, bro, I was sitting back and I watched like when people was performing, I could see the people watching and actually tuned in, bro. I'm just sitting there like, damn, bro, we really just
we put an event together that was just like crazy.
That should be that feeling for y'all for too, because like that shit's dope, bro. And I've seen you guys put on like some dope fucking talking sip events too, so bro. So y'all should be proud of yourselves for that too, because putting on an event and sharing your platform in any capacity to give other people a space to talk their shit or to share their art is fucking dope. That's a great feeling. Like I've had the blessing of doing that with AK too, of hosting showcases and doing open mics around the city and everything, and giving artists that may have never been able to perform before a day in their life a chance to come out and just fucking perform and share their art, share what they're doing in their room. I was one of those kids. I literally performed for the first time because I was writing lyrics on Buffalo State campus, and one of the kids in my classroom saw me and was like, are you taking notes or are you fucking like writing lyrics over there? Because I was like mumbling to myself what I was writing, and I wasn't paying attention in class at the fuck all, and he wasn't either. So he like came up to me and was like, what are you doing? And we just got to talking, like fucking I may or may not have sold him some flowers on some occasions, and fucking he eventually asked me to come to like a like an event, like to fucking go and like be a part, like rehearse to go do like some shows like around campus and everything. And I pulled up to a rehearsal for I think like the name of the group was called BAM, and it stood for Black Active Minds. And I went in there and I did my rehearsal performance, and they were like, you're fucking fire. We're going to have you come out like as like the headliner for our words and lyrics show. So I was like in the auditorium. I walked up on stage, and I mean, everybody before me, it was like all like a friendly atmosphere. They got up on stage and everybody knew the person that was coming up on stage, and it was all like giggles and laughs and like yelling. And then I get up on stage, and it was a fucking pin drop in that room, bro. They were like, who the fuck is this kid, bro? And I started out with a spoken word thing and just did like a poem, and by the end of the poem, like they drop, like I heard like reactions in the crowd just from like a couple of people, like just from like I had like a bar about smoking weed, somebody laughed, and I was like, oh shit. And then finally the beat dropped and I just won over the whole entire room. And ever since then it was like, all right, I'm doing this. I'm writing lyrics and I'm performing whenever the fuck I can. And it was just that right there made me fall in love with performance. But it was something from like literally just somebody like seeing me and like having a platform and giving me that platform to go and perform my art is what got me on stage in the first place and what literally birthed my whole entire career as Jaydense. So if I could be that person, that kid in my classroom that I don't even remember his name was for me, like then that's like a then I would love to be that for that person. You know what I mean? And I feel like I possibly was that. I feel like I have given somebody who's never performed before an opportunity to come on stage. Like I feel like that's already happened for me. So I feel like that's already something I've accomplished, and like that's just something dope. You know what I mean? It's another accomplishment to add to the thing is like helping other people out. I feel like that's fucking dope.
That's live.
So what can we expect next from Jaydense?
Shit, man, more music, bro. Like a bunch of more. I'm just gonna keep making shit. Like I'm just never gonna stop. I'm just gonna like boom, 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 boom. After this, I'm hoping this album goes crazy and like does what I think it's gonna do. Cause like, obviously you've heard it. I think it's a great piece of music, and I think that it's going to, for the people that do hear it, it's going to be very like well retained. So, I pray for that, and then I hope you guys like that enough to stick around for everything else that's coming, because I got a bunch on the way.
I mean, just off of my listen, I feel like for people, I think the music is for people who really understand and love music. That's how I look at it. I think just in today's, we get a lot of music just without a lot of substance, things it's just a sound. There's a bunch of sounds, there's trends and things like that. We get a bunch of sounds. I think this project is just is open. It's open, fun, and I just like those the biggest things when it comes to me, like with music. Be open, be real. At least give us still. We need them fun tracks. And then if you talking your shit, then it's perfect for me. And I think this album gives us all of that.
Thank you, bro.
Like you said, you're going to keep working. I would hope so that you keep on working.
Yes, sir.
Go all the way in. And yeah, man.
Yep. Not done yet.
Not done yet?
Definitely
Not done
keep
yet.
going, man.
Job's not done.
The journey that you on is there. I can see it because I listened to the motherfucking album twice. I got the message in the chat. AK was like, listen to the shit from forwards to backwards. I was going from backwards up because I do that. Like when I listen to certain albums,
he do be saying he do that shit. I don't know why.
I tap in. I'll go to it the first time. I'll listen to it. I'll stop and then I'll pause. I'll go back. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna start from bottom going up because I already listened to that quarter.
I told you this.
Bro,
Yo, I
already
noticed
listened to
that.
that half.
He's
So
fucking
I go
weird. I
all the
hate
way
him.
back up. But I will listen to the shit twice again.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's just the shit I do. Like, but I really would listen to music. I sit there. I listen to it. I get my full opinion on it. I like it. Personally, me, it's totally different. Something that I usually wouldn't listen to, but I actually like this. It sounds good. It's very smooth. It's different people on there that I don't listen to a lot. Actually, like Krob. I never heard him day in my life. I like him now.
Hell yeah. And that's the point, too.
That's the point of features.
Yeah.
I swear it really is. Though.
That's the point. Like, and that's why I put him first on the thing too. On the like out of the features too, is because bro like went fucking crazy on that shit. Like he really had bars throughout that whole entire verse, and it's like for him like to really not be known on that level, like around the city as being like a lyricist like that, like I feel like bro should have that respect. And if I could once again use my platform in any capacity to help him get that respect, I'm gonna fucking do it, bro. It's only right. So
Great way to do it. Great way.
Act still telling us, oh, you missing questions in the background. No.
yeah.
Yo, so what was Rent Do? That was the showcase, right? Yeah,
Yes,
the Rent
sir.
Do showcase. How was that?
The first Rents 2 showcase was awesome. And that's like literally just like everything that we were just talking about. And for that reason, and not only was it a tremendous success as far as like the people that were there, we had a successful live stream the night before. Like not only did our people, like all the artists that sold tickets or that like performed sell tickets, but like we just had a good turnout too. Like it was a fun night. Like it was a great fucking night. And we wanted to do another one. We had the registration form up for the second one, and then like kind of had thoughts about possibly, making it fresh for the other artists that were a part of the first one and switching up the venue maybe and doing some other stuff. So, we took some time off to obviously work on the album, finish everything up there. But now that the album's coming out, we plan on getting back to those and getting more rents due. You know, we want to kind of make it a series. So we're going to do a part 2 to that and, you know, hopefully use whatever platform Cognitive Distortions gives us to, you know, further promote other artists around the city and you know, give people a chance to get up on stage and do their thing.
Yeah, that's tough. So you went on tour also, huh? Where'd we go?
Hell yeah.
Where we go?
Bro, I went nowhere. That's the thing. Yeah, I was added to a tour. I won a spot on this tour, and then his whole entire, it was Mark Battle's tour, and he went through some shit on his end that I won't get into for his own reasons, just not to spread all of his business out, but eventually the tour just got canceled. So with that, I got a plethora of opportunities because I was inconvenienced on multiple occasions. I went out to Boston because I thought that the show was happening that night. They ended up canceling it, and then after that, ended up canceling the rest of the tour. So I was already out in Massachusetts with my homie Crypto. Shout out to Crypto. But I was fucking out there with him, and he was gonna do content for me. We ended up having to get an Airbnb, stay out there, and drive back the next day. I was like really upset. Talked to him and his team and everything. They knew I was upset. And from that whole entire situation and being patient and sticking through it, I got an opportunity to be on a song at no charge with a very big artist, an industry artist that I can't say anything yet because it hasn't been released on his end. But hopefully by the time the podcast comes out, it'll be something I can announce. But
shit, we hope so. We need, you know.
Yeah. Maybe once the cameras go off, I'll tell y'all. Because he knows, Yak knows and everything. He engineered my verse on it, so he knows. But, yeah, bro, it's big news. And I think that was another thing that was, like, divine timing with everything, too. Because I was really upset. I thought that I got, like, played around with on that tour. I thought that, like, that I wasted a bunch of money, that the flights that I couldn't get back and everything we was talking about. And I just felt like it was something stupid that I did, you know. And originally, like, it was embarrassing also because I originally thought that it was, like, this crazy opportunity. And obviously I was excited. I was telling all my people, oh, I'm going on tour, I'm doing this. And then it didn't happen, you know, and shit was embarrassing. And I feel like for sticking it through and for everything. And also shout out to Mark just for being a stand-up person and, like, you know, genuinely seeing that I was truly upset and also just fucking with my music enough and me as an artist enough to, you know, want to help me out and everything. But we got big things on the way. Not only do I have songs with him and his brother that, you know, is 12, 15 who's going to be on that album, but he's also given me a lot of opportunities just on the back end just for everything. And there's a lot more that's going to be developed with that obviously I'll announce when I can. So
yeah, that's tough.
Is there any album that you already have dropped? Can it compete with this album?
Ooh,
I would say this is something I've said. I think that this album is like truly like a low-key sequel to Poetic Vice. My album Poetic Vice that came out that had Skis and Biz on it in 24. My song Fade to Black, which is, you know, my best solo song that to date. Like it's just as far as streaming and everything. I feel like this song, like this album, has a very similar vibe to Poetic Vice. I feel like it's almost like a big brother to Poetic Vice. But as far as like from just like an overall aspect, I think that this is my best piece of work to date. At least I hope it is. I hope that this is. I want always my best shit to be my next shit to be my best shit. So I think that this is my best piece of work to date. But that just means that I'm looking to follow it up very shortly. So.
Do you have any visuals for like any of the songs off the album?
Hell yeah, yeah. Like I mentioned, AK is doing all the visuals, directing all the visuals for that album. So him and I have been working behind the scenes. It was really just we kind of did it in order, right? Like we did all the drafts first. Then after they did the drafts, we locked in the first mixes, and then after the mixes got the features. After the features got the masters. After the masters and everything, we uploaded all the music, and then now we're working on the content. So now everything has just been like we just announced the trailer. Doing music videos, working on those now. So there will be music videos following the album, like just, you know, kind of coming out sporadically just to kind of, you know, give a better visual representation of all the music and everything.
Okay. Got anything?
AI.
AI?
I'm confused what he mean by that.
I don't know why he keeps trying to read this. I don't know why he keeps trying to read the board. He just read it and it just said AI.
Because I'm just like
Allen Iverson.
Great basketball player.
Yeah.
More or less like AI in terms of artists.
oh, okay.
I hate it. I
Oh,
hate it.
y'all, I forgot they do that. I don't think. Well,
Wi-
Huge thing right
I don't
yeah,
think
wi-
I've heard a song by
and
AI.
with me, oh,
If
I
feel like
have,
that.
bro.
In a song AI, I'm talking more or less like in terms of me, like as an engineer and him as an artist, like AI engineers and artists coexisting, or even like
Oh, nah,
using AI is
That's bullshit.
a tool.
I mean, it's for you, but I personally feel just like as
Nah.
what do you call a fan or somebody, just on the outside looking at it, I think that's bullshit.
My stepfather is a graphic design artist, and he like actually does the shit like on like draws everything like graphic design, and AI has like absolutely just fried graphic design. So from an artist perspective, like from an artistry perspective, this shit is damn near disrespectful. I think it is. You know what I mean? People that use AI, like producers that like use AI like and put like a song, an AI song over their beat and then drop that as an actual song. It's crazy, bro. It's a computer.
crazy.
There is no flaws. There is no flaws at all. And you could honestly, like, you could hear it. Like, from me being in those lives and everything, like, I've heard like people submit AI songs, and like the people that's reviewing it, they could hear it immediately. Everybody that's in the chat, they could hear it immediately. It gets spammed in the chat, AI, because it's like not only is the mix too perfect to where there's no flaws to the mix, but it's also like they're not missing any. Like everything is just like
perfect.
It's too perfect, bro.
Every note you can't miss.
Stance,
no.
yeah.
And do you know what the beautiful thing about a human is? The imperfections, bro. When you sing and there's a raspiness, or you're not, or you're blurring through a note, that's what makes some of these best artists in the world the best artists in the world. Those because it's real, bro. It's not. You can't recreate that with a computer. You can't sing from the heart with a fucking computer. You can't, bro. Right. Like you like I'm telling you. So like all of those, like you could. There's just a difference, bro. And that shit, honestly, from me growing up with a grandfather that was a jazz singer, sang Frank Sinatra, Sammy Davis, like Dean Martin. My whole entire life, I listened to this shit. Bobby Darin. Like I like listened to him sing that growing up and singing it exactly like the record. And it's like this dude was a natural talent, like natural vocal talent. And like for them to use an AI and then to see other people that are unknowing that it's an AI spam like a fire emoji. How is this person not famous yet? It's not a person, bro. It's a computer. That's just crazy. I don't know. Y'all got me. You shouldn't even put AI up there because that shit just put me on a rant.
No AI.
Fuck the AI, man. Don't talk to me.
AI
about
is only good. ChatGPT.
Dude,
Okay, I ain't gonna cap. I've used ChatGPT on multiple occasions for just the game plan shit.
Yo,
ideas.
Now listen.
No,
ideas.
he's not thinking like
listen, is that not game planning? Is that not ideas?
But
What I'm
I don't
doing?
think he's doing it in that certain way.
This episode's been out. It has. We
Yes,
dropped
it's
this
out.
episode.
It's out.
I use AI. So I've been with my lady for 9 years now. Our anniversary was May 2nd. We've been together for 9 years. After 9 years, it's not a lot of stuff that, we can do. So
didn't
I
check out
use
the
AI.
hamster.
Huh?
The hamster.
The hamster. No, shut up. I'm not doing that.
Use
So
the
what
AI to come up with like date ideas or like things to do.
date ideas, how to spice it up. Like, bro, we've been. How many positions can we do? You know, what I'm just trying to. This is just real shit.
Yo.
So what I'm using AI for is just to make our life. This is real. That's all I'm using.
You realize
AI for.
that AI though, it just pulls shit from the internet.
Yo, that's
you
fine,
don't know
though.
where
It's
the fuck
crazy.
you
I
getting this
honestly,
shit
I
from,
don't.
bro.
Yo, that's fine with
That
that.
shit probably saying
It tells me to do certain shit. I'm like, I'm not doing that. Like, it's just not me. I know it's not me, and I know it's not her.
There's so many positions you can fucking do.
Exactly.
Man.
So
Yo,
If you don't know about it, then just give it up.
that's fine. I think.
I'll
shout out
tell you,
ChatGPT.
AI is good when it's used for the shit that it should be used for. Should it be used for creating art? No.
Hell no.
Should it be used for giving you an idea of what to do to create art? Yeah.
For sure, because I don't even use the full ideas when shit pops up. I'd be like, I take some from it.
Yeah.
but
Should you use it to write your essay? Probably not.
Yeah.
But should you use it to formulate what you're gonna say on your essay?
Yes.
Yes. See, it's just how you're using it, bro.
Yeah.
People be using it lazy, and for that reason, it's fucking toxic as fuck, and it's a terrible thing. But if you use it the right way, it's brilliant.
But yeah, I don't think that's crazy.
Nah, I'll tell you after. That's advice to any artist.
My advice to any artist is to at least, you know, while it makes sense, keep doing it, man. Don't stop for any reason. Don't stop for anybody's opinions. Don't stop for anything, bro. Because, like, honestly, you're gonna wake up days and feel like everything's falling down around you. That's part of it. That's like literally that's part of the beauty in it. Like, so in for all of those days, you're gonna have a win, and you're gonna wake up the next day feeling like, you know, the top of the world. So it really is just sticking with it. The wins will come over time. You got to put the work in. You got to build the foundation, and then everything will kind of form around that. So that would be my advice to artists: is just fucking don't give up so soon. Put your all into it. If you're passionate about it, put your fucking all into it, and things will come out of it.
That's real shit.
Let's quote out. So yeah, we at the end of it. At the end of every podcast, we do quotes. These quotes could be funny. It could be some of your lyrics. It could be serious, political. I don't like politics, but you know, just whatever you want to do. You want to go? You want to go? Anybody ready?
I'm ready whenever you're ready.
Oh, go ahead. Drop the quote. Talk that shit.
Shit, my quote, I'm taking it from my song, Nunu Racks, right? Listen, he said, get out the way if you ain't trying to get rich. Get out my face if you ain't my bitch. I go home, turn off my phone because you little hoes make me sick.
Yeah, what? He was mad.
That is head. That is head.
I like that though.
Listen, I'm trying to get rich, man. If you ain't my bitch, get the fuck up out of here.
Wow, that's real shit. That's not crazy.
Shit, I would go with the end of Rising is like my quote out, bro. And the end of Rising was, please, Lord, let me claim what's mine. I've given this my soul and I can't control my mind. Cognitive distortions, my past is causing blurred lines, hindering my vision. It's got me seeing through a third eye. Basically, that whole thing was just like, you know what I mean?
Talk, yeah. And you know the crazy thing, I do it all the time when I have an artist on. I just like to take, especially when I hear shit and I like it, it resonates. I take from it. You got a line, you say, keep working till it's working, even doubt get killed. And that's some real shit right there, man.
Hell yeah. Yo, I appreciate you.
For sure. Jaydense in the building.
Yes, sir.
Trilly in the building, G in the building. Real Shit Podcast. It don't get no realer than this.
Appreciate y'all.
We appreciate you, man.
Hey,
Cognitive.
Go
We was shouting out the album, man. Shout out the album. The album is coming soon, man.
Go ahead.
This episode is out now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Episode's out now. Cognitive Decisions. No, Distortions. I don't see. Listen, I fucking shit up. Cognitive Distortions. Album.
check that
Go get
shit
that.
out,
Go listen to it. Go fucking
check
listen.
that.
Go
Jaydense,
get that shit, man.
Go get it right now. Apple, Spotify, fucking Spinrilla still. I don't know. He got it on there. I don't know how he did it, but he did.
Fucking
Everything.
Amazon.
Whatever you listen to
Amazon
music on.
You can get it on everything you watch.
It's on TV.
On TV, you might catch it on the radio. Did you know how you got that DVD player? You can just plug that bitch in.
I don't know about DVD.
It's on there too.
Appreciate y'all, man. Shout out Real Shit Podcast. Shout out Vibe Side, man.
We out.
Appreciate y'all.
Let's go.